Hello, so today we have a third grade lesson plan. Our TEK is 3.4a. Number and operations. The student applies mathematical process standards to develop and use strategies and methods for whole number computations in order to solve problems with efficiency and accuracy. The student is expected to solve with fluency one-step and two-step problems involving addition and subtraction within 1000 using strategies based on place value properties of operations and the relationship between addition and subtraction. Our objective today is I can solve with fluency one-step and two-step problems involving addition and subtraction within 1000 using strategies based on place value properties of operations, and the relationship between addition and subtraction. So we're going to start today with a word problem. Okay, and we're going to, the first thing we're going to do is read the word problem. So our word problem is, Eric has 35 Hot Wheels. Tony has 25 Hot Wheels. How many Hot Wheels do they have together? A common misconception students often make with word problems, such as this one, is not understanding that it is an addition problem and they may try to subtract. What we're going to do first is read the problem and identify what we are being asked to do to solve this problem. So let's go ahead and set up our problem. So here Eric has 35 Hot Wheels and Tony has 25 Hot Wheels. Okay, so 35 is telling us how many Hot Wheels Eric has, and 25 is telling us how many Hot Wheels Tony has. So this is going to be an addition. We've got 35 and Tony has 25, so this will be addition. And so our question here is, how many Hot Wheels do they have together? Okay, so we're going to circle the word together. This is what we need to solve in the problem. How many Hot Wheels do Eric and Tony have together? Okay, so now we're going to add these two numbers and we're going to join them together using manipulatives. So Eric has 35 Hot Wheels. We're going to use longs or rods. These are representing 10 units representing a long or a rod. So we've got this represents 10. Another long represents another 10. So that's 10, 20, 30. And then we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Eric has 10, 20, 30, and 5 Hot Wheels. And now we're going to show what Tony has. Tony has 10, 20, and, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many Hot Wheels do they have together? What we're going to do first, if you notice, we have these single units, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we have 5. So we're going to put them all together because 5 and 5 is 10, which makes a long. And so we put it all together. That's called regrouping. Okay, so we regroup our units to make a whole rod, okay, of 10. So if we add them together, we have 5, 10, 15, we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So all together, Eric and Tony have 60 Hot Wheels. Okay, so now we're going to do something a little different. we're going to go ahead and use a number line. Okay, so this will be a different strategy, another example of how we can add to solve this problem. So here we have a number line, and we have it numbered in 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Okay, now Eric had 35 Hot Wheels, so we're going to start right here. And we're going to go ahead and count forward by tens to find out if Eric had 35, and then we're going to add 25 that Tony had, 25 Hot Wheels. We're going to jump by tens. So remember, these represent 5. So we're going to jump over 10. That's 10 and 20 and 5, because Eric had 35 and then Tony had 10, 20, and 5. So we're adding by 10 here. Adding by 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Here we're adding 5 because we added just 5. So all together, you see here, all together, Eric and Tony have 60 Hot Wheels. Okay, and so this represents our other strategy, our other example of adding using a number line. So let's go ahead and do another example of how we can solve this problem. We're going to use an algorithm problem. Okay. So our word problem is Eric has 35 Hot Wheels and Tony has 25 Hot Wheels. How many do they have all together? So we're going to add. Okay. So if you add 5 plus 5, and you're going to have 10, and 3 plus 2 is 5, and you add your 1, that's 60. So we're going to do, just like we did with the longs, with the manipulatives, we're going to use, this is going to represent a long. So remember, a long represents 10 units. So we have 10, 20, 30, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this represents Eric's 35, and Tony has 25, so we have a long or a rod representing 10 units. It's 10, 20, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this represents Tony's 25. Okay, 25 Hot Wheels. Now you're going to notice, just like with the little Unifex, the little manipulatives we used, we have units, individual units, 5 individual units here and 5 individual units here. So what we're going to do is we're going to group them together, and we're going to have another one here, another one here, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, only one, because we together 10 makes one long. So scratch that off. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And there we go. 60 Hot Wheels all together. Okay, and that concludes our lesson.